Welcome to Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history, track by track, album by album. And the track we have come to today is the sixth track on David Bowie's album Reality from 2003, She'll Drive the Big Car. A song written by David Bowie. And
let's have a go.
Let's have a go.
She felt too old.
Yeah, so then it is She'll Drive the Big Car. 6th track on the album. Tragic tale of a woman who's trapped in a mundane life and contemplates suicide by driving into Hudson River.
Yeah, it's your words or Bowie's words?
I think this is pretty much how Bowie has described it.
Depressing song, what a happy beat.
Bowie himself said that he viewed it as a tragic tale of a woman yearning for her old, freer life and ultimately consider ending her life in despair. Just, the topic of sort of leaving your domestic life and chasing or longing for something more free-spirited, it's a not uncommon theme in many rock songs, but also in Bowie's earlier songs. He mentioned it as early as Maid of Bond Street from 1967, and Life on Mars, for example, is another example.
It's a constant during Bowie's career that he's portraying suburban life as some sort of trap where you lose your freedom, and if you get stuck there, then you're stuck for the rest of your life. From the early examples that you mentioned, Foda, up until, I'd say, The Stars Are Out Tonight, at least the video, showing Bowie as an elder man with Tilda Swinton as his wife, viewing the more bohemian neighbors dressed as younger Bowie. But all through his career, he's has this negative portraying of suburban life, and in fact his own background, you could say, from suburban English upbringing.
The song is one of Bowie's more straightforward narratives, at least on this album.
Yeah, it's like a short story, third-person narrative, but it's not that straightforward because it zooms in on this moment where she's driving and contemplating driving into the river. It's not clear if she does or just imagines, and then we get some flashbacks. And it's not very straightforward narration. He uses more poetic lines, impressionistic lines like love lies like a dead cloud on a shabby yellow lawn. It's an interesting metaphor.
Yeah. And it's all set over a music that is quite positive. But I've been thinking, I was sitting there thinking, maybe it symbolizes the song that she hears on the radio.
Yeah, I was also thinking that. And the funny thing is that the song changes quite a lot in the chorus.
It does have some weird chord changes.
Yeah, and it gets to be very soul-like. A bit. It has this funky Nile Rodgers type of guitar going on, almost like something from Young Americans.
And the way he sings "Sad, Sad Soul" in one of the places in the song, the second time he sings it, suddenly jumping up an octave in a similar falsetto as he did use on Young Americans quite a lot.
Good point.
And he has this call and response.
Call and response, just a little bit louder now, which has been used in, I think, several songs in the past.
Isley Brothers shout.
I think also Louie Louie Go Home by Paul Revere and the Riders, which is the B-side of the very first song that Bowie recorded.
Oh, really? Okay, that cannot be a coincidence.
And he's got call and response with himself, and he's got some choir singers.
I like the choir on this. Very good background vocals.
I have to say, this is a track that I remembered as not being among the top tracks, but listening to it now, it was better than I remembered. But there's something about the harmonica, at least when it goes from the harmonica part and then to the verse with the distorted vocals, and then it changes gear as he drives along the Hudson into this soul chorus. That works well, I think. But then you just jumps
Yeah.
back to the harmonica, and it's what's happening now?
Yeah, it's almost when you start. It's almost like a faulty start in a car with
It
the
is.
manual gear, and the harmonica. I struggle so much with that. It's a complicated instrument, and in here it's almost like a bagpipe. So
Makes you want to drive into the Hudson.
almost.
It's played by Bowie himself.
Yeah, no doubt, and I bet it was meant to sound like that. But it's the verses are I struggle with them, to be honest. But then the chorus comes, and it's all good.
Lifts.
There's also a weak
Spirit.
saxophone in the in the background there, apparently, that Bowie plays. It's not a song that was played a lot live, only 17 times out of over 100 concerts on a reality tour. So it was one of the least played songs from the album. It was first played on a warm-up show on the 19th August 2003 in Poughkeepsie in New York. And the last time it was played was 24th January 2004 in Vancouver, Canada, so very early on the tour. It might have been a song that he grew tired of, maybe didn't work properly.
No, I could imagine.
I have a vague memory that he used it as an intro as he walked on stage on one of the shows we saw, like a pre-recording of it, but might be wrong. So yeah. Any final words on the song?
I think we'll drive fast to the next one.
Yeah, let's do that. Thanks to everyone who was watching us. Remember to like and subscribe to get notified when we come with the next track on this album and future tracks. We also have a Patreon where you can watch us discuss the whole album and get an early access to all the songs from this album. And we have a podcast as well where we are discussing everything around this album and other albums as well, and also other artists. Thank you, and it's only for us to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you soon.